What happened to Blackout Friday, huh? Huh? We're here to talk about it today, and I'm going to make a lesson out of the day. So I'm not here to beat the people up. I just want to get people to think and to be aware, to know what's going on today. I'm here to bring some mojo into your Monday. I am Latasha, your one and only self-revival and master spirit coach. Over here, we revive the spirit post-abuse and sex trauma. We awaken ourselves to any form of abuse, manipulation. We end abusive cycles. We stop the generational curses. We heal ourselves. We preserve ourselves. That's what I'm about on this channel. And today we're going to talk about this Black Friday a little bit, and all of that is going to tie into what I just told you I'm all about. First, let's get into some interesting stats, okay? Interesting stats. Online sales this year. This is an all-time high. Sales this year, online sales reached 11.8 billion in the United States. That's a 9.1 increase from 2004. Isn't that interesting? Now, 6.4 billion of that was spent on Thanksgiving Day. So you finish big in your back. Then you go down to the store and get these bogus deals where they increase the prices. Y'all, we have to talk about it. We spent 11.8 billion online. In-store sales went up 4.1% since 2004. This is supposed to be at a time where the economy is the worst. We spent the most money, but we received the less benefit. Shrinkage, shrinkflation they call it. Products shrinking while prices increasing. Black Friday sales aren't truly sales, people. Mediocre products that don't work, feeding us all types of food and slop, Campbell's soup. Don't just think that it's Campbell's. A lot of these conglomerate companies own everything that's in the factory. We really have to think about this. And what this says to me, what these stats say to me, it tells me that we're empty. It tells me that we're seeking instant gratification at a time to where we're the brokest. We're losing jobs, foreclosures, can't find new jobs. Everything is going up. We are able to spend $11.8 billion. Do we have the money or not, people? Do we have the money or not? We're empty. This is an example of seeking outside validation, getting that instant dopamine hit by being able to order something online and then anticipate it coming and you open it up like a child. It makes you happy. It distracts you. There are many reasons why we seek outside validation. Many reasons. Poverty. Some of us grew up poor and are still poor. Honey, I am making the most money I've ever made in my life on a job. But however, I feel like I was doing better when I was making $13 an hour. Abuse. Some of us grew up in abusive childhoods, abusive relationships to where our voices were minimized. We didn't have control of anything. We had to walk on eggshells. And shopping. Shopping is a way for us to have control. Shopping is a way for us to be happy. Shopping is a way for us to have a piece of joy. Having addictive parents. Having parents who were financially abusive and withheld money. May have withheld money that they had. Withheld gifts. Withheld your ability to participate in childhood events and trips. All of this affects us as adults, and this is what we're seeing with society, who are spending money that we do not have. If any of you have watched my channel, have watched my messages regularly, you have heard me say to tighten up. I've been preaching this for 6 months. I've been practicing this in my own life for a good little minute. I'm on the frugal side anyway. I believe in balling on the budget. But all of us are seeking, not all of us, but a lot of us are operating in this outside validation to where we're seeking these trinkets outside, standing in a line at Target for a swag bag that has absolutely no swag. That big ass bag, they paid more for the bags than the extra stock and waste that they threw inside those bags. Come on, people. We are being abused by our system. We are letting the system play in our face. And this is part of why we end up in abusive relationships, codependent relationships, being with people that we don't belong with, because we are seeking the instant gratification. We are searching for validation outside ourselves and not getting to the inner core of our issues. This is not all the answer to why we're spending, why we overconsume so much, because we know that the government places these societal standards and groom us and taunt us with this celebrity lifestyle, taunting us of wishing that we had certain things. So we settle for trinkets that we buy. How many of you are buying things and you already buying all types of clothes and stuff? You already have clothes in the closet that you hadn't taken the tags off of, hadn't worn anywhere yet. Do you really need those items? Or are you emotionally buying? I need you to ask yourself these things, because a lot of us, if we're going to be real, are going into debt. Trying to keep up face, trying to look like we have something. Proving it to who? Thinking that things, the more that you have means the more wealth that you have. If it's not in your bank account, you don't need to be spending it. I'm not saying you can't splurge on yourself, but we really need to tighten up our dollar. And we just made fools out of ourselves by talking all this game about how we are boycotting Black Friday and go spend 11.8 billion, 9.1% increase from 2024. And y'all putting y'all affairs in order? Do you have adequate life insurance policies in case something unforeseen happens to you or one of your relatives, your family, God forbid? Do you have $500 stashed away in case something happens to your car? And the average bill is going to be more than that nowadays. Before you go buy those extra accessories to make yourself feel good, all those outfits, all those purses, where we wearing them to? We need to be getting back to what really matters and tightening up our dollar and getting back to this lesson of outside validation versus inside validation. Validation for yourself is supposed to come within. Validation is not praise, compliments, people acting like they like you. Validation is self-acceptance. It's being able to accept the way that you look, the way that you think, the way that you process information, your feelings, your emotions, and sit with it and be okay with it and love yourself. When others are validating you, it's people being able to hold space without judgment of you, being able to let you be who you are. Speak your mind, speak your thoughts, enforce your boundaries without judgment. That's what validation is. A lot of us get validation mixed up with things, gifts, words. It comes from within people. And I see a lot of women, if we are being real with this, I see a lot of women living outside their means, trying to keep up. I'm going to tell you, since 2004, I'm already frugal. Since 2004, the things that I could not afford, that I had to do away with to make my life easier, I did so. Do I like it? No. But do I have to survive? And to be able to save up money for a rainy day? Yes. So that means I can no longer have the Scentbird subscription. I love to smell good. That had to go. That means I can no longer go to the nail salon and get my nails and feet done all the time. I started doing it myself. And I'm not saying that you have to go to the message that I did, but what I'm saying is look at the ways that you are overspending and making your life more difficult when you are supposed to be in a season of focus. Now I'm going to get into today's date, okay? Today is Monday before I get out of here because a few messages came to me. Monday, December 1st, 2025. When I broke down the date, y'all know God speaks to me in numbers. God is math, in my humble opinion. So breaking down today's date, I ended up getting 22. You can reduce that if you want to. Some say 22 is a master number. Some do not reduce that number. But when you look at 22, and even if you add it up, reduce it to 4, it speaks of stability and protection. So by this being December 1st, God is really speaking to me saying that we need to be in a season of stability. We are seeking stability. If we are seeking stability, we need to be making those choices to make sure we are stable. God is also saying that you are protected through every step. God is also saying that some of you need to focus on your protection. Some of you need to focus on praying and cleansing your home spiritually and physically, tidying up, saying those protection prayers, doing some of those protection rituals that you used to. Some of you specifically, this is coming to me for someone who likes the colors pink and brown. You may need to get you some cinnamon and some pink Himalayan salt. Put it in a satchel, put it in something beautiful. As you're mixing it, say your prayer, lay it up under your head while you're sleeping at night. Keep it with you, keep it in your pocket, whatever. Some of you need to keep some form of protection with you. At the end of the day, do you need it? No, you don't. Only your mouth. You need only your mouth and your heart to speak what it is that you want, to speak the protection upon yourself, to know that God is there for you. But for us spiritual people who connect deeply through those rituals, we need to be doing that. We need to be remembering that we are being attacked. We are being attacked mentally. We are being attacked financially. We are being attacked by the trauma we've gone through in our lives. God is also saying God is doubling up when you make the right choice. You take one step forward, God is going to help you make 2 steps more forward. This is not always going to be financial. This may be people into your lives. This may be through having a good idea that you're supposed to act upon. This may be through having an epiphany or an altered shift in your mind that's going to really affect how you pursue yourself, what you do from this point forward. God is doubling up in this season. If you buckle down on what it is that you're supposed to, if you tighten up on your finances, God will help you make 2 steps towards making things work out for you, is exactly what I'm hearing with this date, family. So with that said, I'm going to draw a few cards for the collective that I feel like are really suffering from just feeling a lack of self-worth, especially when some of us are losing our jobs. Some of us with losing our jobs feel like we've left a huge part of our identity. If we're unhappy and having to switch careers, if we're losing money, if we're losing assets, if we're losing things, that does mess with your confidence. But I'm here to let you know that those things are not you, and you have to make the steps to make things better for yourself. So I'm going to pull from 2 decks today to see what the Most High wants to say to us. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle right quick. Love Who You Are deck and the Oracle of the Angels deck. All right, so give me just a moment to shuffle through, and I want to see what the Most High wants to say to us today. I really hope that whoever these messages are for, that you receive them. Know that everything that I say is in love. It's not to be tough on you, but family, we got to get it together with these finances. We can't be spending money that we don't have. And it's obvious we don't have it. Some of us do. I want to be like you when I grow up. Shuffle these cards. Ooh. Any more? Any more? One more? Okay. These are beautiful cards. Okay. Thank you. I feel like God, Source, Spirit, the Most High, whatever you connect with God is really communicating and confirming what I've been talking about. All right. Okay, any more? Bottom of the deck. All right. So I feel like these cards are clarifying exactly what I was talking about. First, from the Love Who You Are deck. 3 beautiful cards. Look beyond the surface. Flaunt it and trust your wings. Look beyond the surface. Even though things may not be looking good for you, things may be seeming to fall apart. You may have lost your job. Things may look pretty down for you right now. This is causing you to ask to not look at the outside. This is causing you to know who your creator is, know what God has done for you, know what God will do for you, and know that this collapsing of everything is in fact a crumbling of the old and a rebuilding of a new system is what I'm getting for you. Look beyond the surface. Look at the bigger picture. Look at how things could be working out for you. Flaunt it, honey. Some of you have an idea. Some of you have an idea, a product, a service, a particular mindset, a particular niche that's different and that's needed online. Flaunt it, be it, talk about it, be who you are. Flaunt your personality. Don't hide it. Flaunt it. Now is the time, because I feel like whatever this flaunted is has something to do with looking beyond the surface and being creative, because although things may have been taking a fall for you, this may be a call to look in a totally different direction. Creativity is always needed when our backs are up against the wall. And sometimes that's when it lacks us most because we're panicking. Trust your wings. Last one, trust your wings. Trust your instincts, okay? You have lived a life of many lessons. Do not doubt your intuition. You know who you are. You know who you are. And this also, all of these that I'm speaking of are causing you to draw more into seeking that internal validation. And what sparks that level of comfort with yourself is being able to validate your feelings, being able to express how you feel, being gentle with yourself and expressing self-forgiveness and love for yourself and the bad choices that you made and understanding your circumstances. It causes you to dig deep into that internal fire. Whatever this thing is that you need to flaunt, that internal fire, that thing is that's going to connect with your spirit and help reignite you. It's part of that internal validation. You knowing exactly who you are, knowing your gifts, being proud of it. All of that ties into that as far as I am concerned. And these next cards are cards of comfort. I have Heaven's Door, Light, and Success. The doors are opening right when you think that every door is shutting. In fact, another door has opened. You have entered another era. I've been saying this for a portion of the collective for some time. Heaven's door, you are entering another level. Success. This foundation is being rebuilt. Make those steps forward. When your body says rest, give yourself rest. Some of you are tired because you have been fighting endless battles. Rest. When you need rest, that doesn't mean that you're not doing enough. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. This season is going to call for you. It's going to call for you to do what Spirit says, to be obedient, to listen to your mind and body. If you do so, there will be success. I really feel this. And what? There was one more card. And this one last card, Light. Light. You are light. Your light is needed. You are being illuminated. Although you are in darkness, that illumination in that darkness is what's going to get you through to those more successful, abundant times where you're not feeling like you're in such a lack. And people, please make sure to keep the emotional spending in check, because you are not things. And as a person who has lost everything, who was homeless for about 2 months and had to live in live in situations that I did not want to for another 2 years, it forced me to look at life differently and to be able to have the ability to know what's necessary, know what a want is versus a need. It's going to help you out in the long run, family, because when I keep telling you it's going to be a cold winter and no one is coming to save you, you need to be open and aware to the games that is being played with you. not only by people in your life, but this society, family. I hope that you have enjoyed. I hope that you have learned something. I hope that you have received something and that you are blessed from any message that I may have given you today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I am Latasha. Please follow me on all platforms. I am on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And I'll see you next time, family. I love you. Please have the best week.